Hi, we're here at the Presentation Summit with Nolan Haims of Nolan Haims Creative, and we're going to talk just a little bit about presentation imagery. Nolan, what makes for a good presentation image?
That's a big question. Appropriateness, maybe. One thing I'm going to be talking about a lot is the difference between metaphoric and literal imagery. And a quick example is, it's become very popular the last few years to, use those pictures of kids with lemonade stands or climbing mountains because they're beautiful photographs and they're stock, and people think that really jazzes up their presentation. But the problem with stuff like that is it's really, unless you are literally a Sherpa or selling lemonade, has nothing to do with your business or your message. So it's not appropriate or it's at the very least not as effective as a literal image that shows your sales team or your products or your new warehouse or your widget or whatever it might be. So I think just right off the bat, appropriateness and literalness of clarity of image is the best. Quite honestly, I think a lower resolution image of your sales team is a far better image than a super high resolution image of the whole Olympic relay race image type thing.
Sure. What about the need for Photoshop? Can you speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm actually in the session going to be showing some tricks and tips for basically doing Photoshop techniques within PowerPoint. So the short answer is no, you absolutely don't need it. Photoshop's it's a wonderful program. It's a huge program. I use it all the time. But for the vast majority of basic edits you need to make in PowerPoint, you don't need it.
And what about finding good stock photography? Can you speak a little bit about that?
There are hundreds of sites out there, and it's hard to keep up with them. I was putting a list together, which will be on the download page of the conference, where people can go to get stock photography, less expensive stock photography, and even free stock photography. The landscape is changing all the time, but there are hundreds of sites out there. You don't have to spend a fortune anymore, and in some cases you don't have to spend anything to get high-resolution, usable, legal imagery. It's out there, basically.
Great. Thanks a lot for your advice and tips here. We appreciate it.
All right, you got it.